What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. I am taking personal readings. You can cash at me at @money_Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. You all right? I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anybody's thinking about you. Okay? This could also be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now, okay? Alright, spirit guides, ascended master, soul family, twin flame family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver 33 thank you, ascended masters. To my Pisces for January 8th through the 14th, okay? Spirit guides, ascended masters, soul family, twin flame family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to the collective of my Pisces for January 8th through the 14th, okay? So, the real time right now is 1:47. And it is 12:55 on myself. Take that how you will. Feel free to look up any angel numbers that I mentioned within this video. 101, thank you, ascended masters. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. What do we got going on for my Pisces? First card out, we got Cancer and Virgo. So I feel like somebody is using their mothering skills, and somebody is trying to like better their mothering skills, because I feel like their child is a part of their destiny and their revolutionary growth. Okay, 1, 2, 3, thank you, ascended masters. With the Aries card here, I feel like there's a reason behind you wanting to be a better mother. I feel like there's a need for it, because with the Aries card, 33 thank you, ascended masters, to me, it's telling me like there has been a fire lit under your ass, okay? Oh, it's because of your happiness. It's because you're seeking happiness, okay? With the 9th house here and the sun being here, I feel like somebody, if you have Pisces in your 9th house, I feel like you are seeking something. You could be seeking like emotional healing, or you could be seeking, I'm hearing like money. And I feel like your happiness is going to bring in more money, but your happiness starts with like healing yourself, and something about your child or something with your child could be a part of your healing process. Like maybe you have a lot of parent guilt, or maybe you feel like you're not, you know, doing the best that you could be doing, so you want to work on it. Maybe you have been manifesting being a better mom, period. I have been too, and right now I'm just feeling like it's a part of your destiny to be a great mom. Okay, all moms to me are good moms, even when they do bad shit, because I feel like they brought somebody into this world who was an earth angel, who had to go through a lot of shit, 33 thank you, ascended masters, in order to walk in their purpose, in order to live their life. So I was watching Private Practice last night. I just wanted to say this really quick, and they kept bribing a lady to like not have babies, and pretty much what happened was she sold her baby. She was on drugs, and she kept having kids back to back with drug problems, and she sold her baby for like $1,000, and she was like, this baby is healthy, like I need more money, but you gotta give me my money. And it was just kind of like they were offended, like, damn, like you really gonna do this? 49, 33 thank you, ascended masters, you really gonna do this to your child? And they didn't understand, like, from my aspect of like how I felt like she was so needed in this world. Like 312 thank you, ascended masters. So pretty much what I'm trying to tell y'all is that a lot of us who feel like we've done things wrong as parents are needing to forgive ourselves. I'm going to be very open and vulnerable with y'all. Last night, Kamaya had woke up out of her sleep, and I don't know what guided me to say it. 33 thank you, ascended masters. It was God, period. 33 thank you, ascended masters. But what happened was Kamaya had woke up out of her sleep, and if y'all didn't know, which obviously y'all probably don't know, but when my daughter goes to sleep, I make her pray, and she says like, I'm safe, I'm kind, I'm protected, God loves me, I love me, and whatever different affirmations I felt like she needs to say that day. Well, last night, I don't know why, but I guess God put it on my heart to tell her like to say, I forgive you, mommy, I forgive me, like. And then I repeated it back to her, like, I forgive me, Kamaya, and I forgive you too, 404, thank you, ascended masters. And it was the releasing of that anger, because my daughter has been, like acting out. Not really acting out, but she just hasn't really wanted to go to daycare. She always wants to be up under me. She's loving on me a little bit, and I feel like it's because spiritually we are meeting up in the spiritual realm, and we are connecting, and we are going over things that need to be healed. I feel like it's very important to start paying attention to your kids and reach out a helping hand, because your kids' behavior does come from you, come from what they see, comes from what they're exposed to. 39 thank you, ascended masters. So it's coming to a position where your feelings of guilt and stuff like that is just illuminating, you know, what you had to go through as a mom in order to be a better mom. So regardless of what happened in the past, if you yelled at your kids, if you whooped your kids, if you felt like you couldn't provide for them, if you couldn't get them the best clothes or the best shoes, or y'all didn't have a best Christmas, or if you a hoarder and your house always dirty or something, and your kids can't have friends over, or, you know, like, I feel like there are so many things and so many reasons to feel like you were a bad mom, or to feel like, you know, you haven't done something right as a mom. And that's just not true. I feel like there's no rule book to parenting. There's no rule book to how to be a parent. And I'm learning to forgive myself, because when I was like first coming out of my depression, when I was in my depression, I was so mean to my daughter. I would yell at her and I would berate her, like talk down on her. And she was like 1 year old, and I didn't realize that I was doing it because that had been invited into my life by my mom. And not saying that she was a bad mom, or not saying that she is a bad mom, but her way of discipline a lot of the times was not really to whoop us. 555, thank you to the masters, because we weren't bad kids. But I think that she yelled at us because she was mad at herself. She was mad at herself for not being able to get us to listen, even though 606, thank you to the masters, even though she was doing her best. So I think the reason why we put stuff onto our children is because we really feel that way about ourselves. So when we whoop our kids, when we yell at our kids or anything like that, I feel like we feel that way about ourselves, because there's something in us that feels like, well, our kid isn't listening because it's something that we did wrong. Whole time, that's an illusion within itself. That's why the moon card here, the way that you feel about yourself as a parent is an illusion. It is a lie. It says you are a bomb-ass mommy. You are the light in your child's life. You are teaching them greatness. By you watching this video, that means that you are ascending and you want to do better. So just by that little thought of wanting better, of doing better for yourself, you are creating a new reality for your child. Your child has seen your evolutionary growth. Your child has seen you go from yelling to being nice, from being struggling to getting a new job. Your child has seen you go through a breakup and then be happy. Like, your child knows what you don't know. Your child sees what you don't see. 707, thank you, Ascended Masters. Your child is secretly rooting for you. Not even secretly, like, your child is rooting for you. Rooting for you to love on yourself, to forgive yourself, to honor yourself. 716 equals 77. Like, it's for real. Like, I feel like because the world is changing, and because, like, our generation is kind of like, and whoever is watching, you don't even have to be in my generation, but I feel like for those of us who have been called to ascend in this lifetime, 33, thank you, Ascended Masters, we are creating a whole new soul. We are creating a whole new world of souls, if that makes sense. So it is our job to ascend. All of us older souls are going home. We are ascending. We are living in our last lifetime so that we can create new souls. So it is up to us to get shit right, to heal certain shit, to heal karmic debt, to heal shit with our mothers. Mom, I forgive you. Father, I forgive you. Cousins, I forgive you. Anybody who has touched me, hurt me, broke up with me, dumped me, felt any type of ill feelings towards me, I forgive you. Because in return, I'm forgiving myself for allowing that to happen. And it's not even a allowing of it to happen. It's certain lessons and hurdles that I had to go through in order to be this strong, bomb-ass woman that I am today. So who am I not to forgive people and actually appreciate them for being a part of my evolutionary growth, for being a part of my ascension process? Anybody who has ever wronged you, I feel like they should be congratulated. Congratulations. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. You made me a better person, and you should feel good about that. I feel like we're needing to turn into alchemists. We're needing to turn all of that pain and resentment and bad shit, 844 equal 88, into something good, into something for the greatest good. When we are creating these new souls, what's happening is us who have karmic debt, who have childhood wounds and shit like that, we're raising our children differently, so that they're not growing up with those same childhood wounds. We're breaking generational curses. Mental illness is a generational curse in my family. My granny was deemed crazy, has been in all type of mental hospitals. But for me, even though I do have mental illness, I don't believe in mental illness. I believe that this is my mission, that this is my karmic debt. So as a lot of y'all know, I do have DID. I do have multiple personalities. I do have multiple spirit guides. That's why I don't remember a lot of what happens in my life, because it was not me living in that moment. It was a different spirit guide. My voice changes. My looks change. Like, everything about me kind of changes in that moment. 933, thank you, Ascended Masters. It is my mission to show my family and to teach my child that I'm not crazy, y'all. Let me tell y'all. So Matilda was playing at my daughter's daycare today, and she thought that it was going to be a cartoon because it's usually a cartoon. I looked at that movie, and as soon as we walked in, it was at the part where she was realizing her powers and she had shut the door for the first time with telekinesis. I told Kamaya, I'm like, Kamaya, you have to watch this movie. This is you and mommy. Like, you are powerful. You were born into this family. You had a parent who was depressed. Also, that you can realize your true potential, so that you can realize your true power. You are special. You are kind. You are worthy. Period. I had to speak that into my daughter, because when I saw that movie, it hit home for me. Even if I didn't know why I loved that movie so much as a child, I know now. And the fact that they were playing that at her daycare when she was crying and when she didn't really want to go to daycare, I felt like that was something that she needed to see alone from me, so that she could understand that she has to forgive me. 33, thank you, Ascended Master. So that she can understand, you know, her parents are not her end-all, be-all journey. She has her own journey that she's a part of. She has her own collective that she's a part of. She has her own soul family outside of me. Because me and my mom, just because we're mother and daughter in this lifetime, it does not mean that, you know, when we ascend and we go home, that we're going to go to the same galaxy, or that we're going to have the same mission. I honestly don't believe that my mom is actually ascending in this lifetime. I believe that she is awakening, but I feel like she has another lifetime where she's going to come back and she's going to figure some shit out. That's just how it goes. You know, even my daughter, 1111, thank you, Ascended Masters, I feel like she's going to come back as a wise ass person. She already has, but I don't feel like their missions are complete. Mine, however, I feel like mine is complete because I'm helping both of them. I'm helping my family ascend. I'm helping to heal my mother. I am my mother's greatest teacher along with my brother, just like my daughter is my greatest teacher. I'm teaching my mom to be better through me, because her looking at me, she's looking at herself. She's looking at her inner child. 1111, thank you, Ascended Masters. So my mom is healing. The better I get, the better she gets. The better I get, the better my daughter gets. So it is my time to go home, even if it's not theirs. And I have to respect that, and I have to know that I am starting a revolution for my family. Us earth angels, if you have been guided to these videos, you are the sacrificial lamb. You are the one who has to go through a lot in your family. You are the one who are going to break a generational curse, Pisces. This is your time. Like, I feel like with this 9th house here, you are seeking your happiness. 1212, thank you, Ascended Masters. You are going home. You are traveling. Spiritually traveling in your dreams, helping people out. Last night in my dream, I swear to God, I traveled to like 1 million of y'all. 1 million of y'all. And I searched my name in y'all search box so that I could put my name in y'all recommended. 1230, 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. 333, thank you, Ascended Masters. So that y'all can come to me, so y'all can catch a word, sis. My readings are not like anybody else's. This is not all about love and money and abundance. This is about healing. This is about ascending, sis. It is time. If y'all don't see that it's a revolution going on in this world right now, look at this fucking weather, bitch. It's time to spring into action. It don't even feel like winter. Why? Because we're in the energy of birth and renewal. Like, we are out of our harvest. Like, we are reaping the rewards of our growth, of our sanity that we regained. That motherfuckers tried to take from us. Tried to tell us we was crazy. Tried to tell us we wasn't gonna be shit. Oh, nah, no more. That's being diminished. Okay, this week is a powerful ass week for you and your mother and you and your child, Pisces. Own that shit. Love that shit. Spend time with them. Care about them. Talk to them. Speak life into them. You know, even if they don't believe in what you believe in, make them believe. 33, thank you, Ascended Master. Speak your shit. Even if ain't nobody paying attention and ain't nobody hearing you, when it's time for those words to resonate, it's gotta pop that thought right back in their fucking head. And you will be heard, sis. Speak your truth. Speak that shit, sis. Okay, I'm just saying. Alright, Pisces, I done wrapped y'all the fuck up. Okay, like, hello. I think I'm gonna title this, I am my mother's inner child, my daughter is mine. Period. Period. That's some real shit, because I feel like the reason why we haven't been able to take action on the things that our spirit guides have been telling us about is because we are hiding emotions. We are hiding and suppressing certain feelings and certain experiences that we have been through that have been vital to our success. It's kind of like we holding shit back. And we don't have anything to hold back. We just don't. So let me tell y'all something, because I'm going to get... Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to say that for my book. I'm going to say that for my book. But last night, I wrote down an experience that I had that I was very embarrassed about, that I judged myself about. I thought I was a hoe, like all type of shit. Like I just really, really, really hated myself for what had happened. And this was back in college, so I'm pretty sure y'all can kind of like guess what it was. But after that happened, like I told myself, like, this ain't never gonna happen again. Like, I have to love myself. I have to take care of myself. And I had never told nobody about this. Like, even men that I've dated, I never told nobody about this. I never, like, spoke about it. It was kind of like an unspoken thing that I thought I was going to take to my grave. But in my dream last night, it wasn't even a dream because I was writing in my journal. I was like scripting, which is kind of like you ask God a question and God just makes you write. Like I wasn't even paying attention to what I was writing. I was like zoned out. And then when I looked at it, I was writing in cursive, bitch, and I don't even know how to write in cursive. So when I saw that, I'm like, this is God talking to me. And basically what it was saying is that the things that you don't talk about are the things that you are shameful of. Caprice, you don't deserve to feel shame. You are too beautiful. You are too kind. You are too special. What are you ashamed about? Ashamed about something that you learned about? Ashamed about a lesson that you learned that made you better? Or are you just ashamed and fearful of the judgment that's going to come with it? Bitch, you are not to be judged. Who the fuck can judge you other than me? They don't know you like I know. Hold on. They don't love you like I love. God, thank you, Ascended Masters. 110 on my clock, baby. 202, thank you. Hold on. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't a divine message from God that I just channeled right now. Because it says 202. 49 battery percent. If y'all didn't know, look up the number 49. Angel number. That is the number of congratulations. God is handing out congratulations. We have graduated. We have elevated. We have tapped into a new part of our self, of our brain, of our, I feel like people don't understand it, but our brain is continuously like creating new neurons and transmitters, and it's continuously like getting bigger. It's continuously like getting more advanced. Like, so is our DNA. Like, that's why we have to change our diet to an alkaline diet. That's why, like, you know, it's better to eat clean and you feel better and stuff like that. That's why Adam and Eve and shit, them bitches lived to like 100 and something years old. Because, bitch, all they was eating is motherfucking fruit. Like, you know, like, they didn't have the emotions and the feelings from animals and shit. Like, they didn't have all of that. I feel like what makes us different from nature, because I feel like nature has feelings. Like, I talk to trees and shit, and sometimes trees are really, really sad. Like, when people don't visit them or when people don't touch them, they get really, really sad, and it's because they have wisdom. Bitch, they don't got all those rings for nothing. Like, bitch, like, hello, like, that's wise, that's wisdom. Like, they are strong. They real life stand the test of time. You know, and it's important that sometimes we tap into something that is more than us, because we don't even realize what's all in our DNA. Our DNA, they want to tell you that you only have 12 strands, bitch, that's not true. Every single time you ascend, bitch, your DNA is upgrading. Your level of thinking is changing. Your consciousness is changing. Like, your physical, I feel like, and this is what people don't understand. When you go through an awakening, it's literally like a death of self. And that's why with my DID, people don't understand when I don't have memories, it's because whatever spirit guide was living through me at that time has left me because I have ascended. I no longer needed her or him. So they left. I no longer needed that anger, or I no longer needed the girl who was going to snap on everybody, or I no longer needed the me who was shy, or I no longer needed the me who was insecure. You know, different parts of me that I no longer needed had left. Meaning my DNA, in order to replace what had left, I needed to be upgraded. And I have. Even my readings have upgraded. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. Even y'all can see it if you've been watching me a while. You know, if you're new, go tune into some of my old readings. They were different. You know, they were all about men and wanting commitment and stuff like that. Now I'm committed to myself. And I know that by being committed to myself, a man who is committed to me will be attracted to me. He will come. But I have to first be committed to my foundation, to my self-love, to my self-journey, to see where the fuck I can go alone. Now, everybody knows that you can't learn every lesson about yourself by yourself. That's why dating is a thing. Because sometimes you have to see a reflection of yourself. And it's sometimes, you know, you don't tell your mom everything. You don't tell your brothers, your sister, your cousins, even your best friend everything. A lover is somebody who is all of those things in one. So that's why it's so important to date around. And that's even something that I have to heal with my mom. I felt for a long time like, you know, she had put men before me. Whole time, those men were healing pieces of her that needed to be healed so she could be a better mom to me. What people don't realize is that we are what we attract. So when my mom was attracting these masculine energies, you know, she was attracting masculine energies who matched her masculine energy. And because my mom is a single mom, she has been living in her masculine energy for a long time now. Now it's time for her to tap back into her soft feminine power, not needing to yell, not needing to be hard, not needing to pay all the bills alone. You know, and that's the energy that I'm in. I'm into my soft power now. I don't need to manipulate a man or feel like he is everything for me. Like, I don't have to do any of that. I don't have to, you know, seduce a man or do anything like that. All I have to do is live in my truth, and what is needed for me will be attracted to me. 222, thank you, Ascended Masters. So now that I am in my soft energy, I have come into the position where I have different desires in my heart. I desire to be a wife because I deserve it. You know, I don't desire to be single anymore. I don't desire to build this foundation alone because I know that there's a yin and yang in life for a reason. My masculine and feminine side needs to be perfectly balanced with somebody else's. You know, I know that I don't have to do everything by myself. I don't have to be in my masculine energy. I don't have to work from a position of having to do everything alone. And I don't want to, and I shouldn't have to. You know, I am a goddess. I deserve to be doted on and loved and appreciated and cared for. I deserve for the love that I give to be reciprocated. I deserve for a man to speak life into me. I deserve to be able to be vulnerable. I deserve to learn how to enjoy sex after being molested. I deserve those things. And now that I'm in a position where I'm tapping into my feminine power, I'm able to manifest those things for myself by healing myself, by healing trauma with my mom, by healing trauma with my daughter, by healing sexual molestation, by healing things that I don't want to talk about, by healing things that I thought I was going to take to my grave. In doing so, I am literally attracting my deepest desires because I'm loving myself enough to know that I deserve those things. Okay? Period. Show your emotions and regenerate love. I feel like you could be definitely dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, because we have the Cancer card right here and we have the Crab card right here. You could have Aries in your chart. I have Aries as my ascendant. 222, thank you, Ascended Masters. Okay, I feel like you're needing to like show your emotions to regenerate love. It's like the more and more you outpour your emotions and show people who you are, the more that you will get that back into this world. What you give the universe, you give back. 116 equal 8, abundance, spiritual protection, divine union. 444, thank you, Ascended Masters, period. Like, it's like the more and more you show yourself, the more and more you show your truth, the more and more you're going to attract that to yourself. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. If you open up and you show your emotions, I feel like somebody else will do the same. So I feel like if you need to talk to your mom, or you need to talk to your child, or you need to talk to your brother or son or kids or daddy, I feel like it's important that we heal our daddy issues and shit like that. Like, it's important that we forgive our parents because our parents did every fucking thing that they could with what they had. You know? No parent is perfect, you know, and because our parents were the parents that they were, we are the people that we are. And we have nothing but to be grateful for that. We have to be thankful for that. We have to show our gratitude to our parents. Whether you believe them to be good parents, bad parents, they don't give a fuck, whatever the fuck. They are our parents. They are our history, you know? We have to regenerate that love that they instilled in us. Like, even if they didn't instill love in us, it's important that we regenerate the love that they did not instill into us. You know, the behaviors that, you know, a lot of us do things in spite of our parents. Oh, my parent didn't teach me this, so I'm going to be like this. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's growth. That's change. You know, and I feel like a lot of times people take to heart, you know, things that other people do. Like, maybe your parent might take to heart that, you know, because I take to heart that my daughter be rebelling against me all the time. That my daughter yells at me, it hurts my feelings. And now I'm just starting to laugh it off. I'm just like, girl, you're learning that you are your own person. You're learning that you are a seed of my creation. Look at that. He's carrying his dung out. I swear to God, I watched motherfucking Ice Age, The Meltdown with Kamaya yesterday, and I was crying because it has so many hidden messages in there. It has so many messages of evolutionary growth and literally having to, you know, change your perspective. I'm not a mammoth, bitch. Like, I thought I was my whole life, bitch. I thought I was a bad person my whole life. I thought that my family didn't like me. I thought that I wasn't a good person. Whole time I was deceiving myself. Seek out deeper knowledge to see through the deception with the owl here. You know, somebody has an owl spiritual guide. 33, thank you, Ascended Master. Somebody, grandma loved owls. But with this dong here, I feel like you don't have to carry shit no more. You don't have to carry the shit of your family. 44, thank you, what's in the masters. You don't have to carry the load of bullshit. You know, like, you don't have to feel like what is unregarded or disregarded holds a secret, a seed of creation. I feel like, motherfuckers, if your seeds, if your kids or the person who, whatever, didn't believe in you, if they disregarded your information or your teachings or your learnings or whatever, your word, fuck that. Fuck that. They disregarded it, okay, but they're going to hear you one day. You don't have to carry the bullshit of feeling like, oh, they not listening to me. Because, yeah, a lot of motherfuckers not going to listen. But that don't got nothing to do with you. If they don't want to listen, they don't want to listen. But it's up to you, like, as the person who created this seed, to make sure that you're still speaking your truth, whether they listen or not. Because that's your job. You created this. This was your creation. A seed of creation. This was your doing. It is now your responsibility to see through the deeper knowledge, to see through the, oh, I'm a bad mom, I'm gonna be hard on myself. Bitch, like, that don't matter. You can be hard on yourself all the fuck you want, but who is that helping? Who is it helping, sis? It's not helping your child to see their mother be hard on them, because then you take your anger and fear and resentment towards yourself out on your child. And I'm not doing that no more. I'm not yelling at Kamaya. I'm not being mean to her. I'm not doing any of it, because we are examples, you know. And I feel like the more and more I do things to Kamaya, like, the more and more I better myself, the better she's gonna be. Like, today, I could have easily yelled at her and been like, girl, sit the fuck down. Like, you're at daycare, like, it's time to go to daycare. But I did not do that. She's been acting out a little bit, like, doing things that I necessarily would be like, girl, like, chill out. Like, you don't do that at home, don't do it at granny house. Or don't do that at daddy house. But I have not cussed her out or yelled at her in a while, because it's kind of like, that's learned behavior. She's seeing that she can do that over there. She is seeing that the routine at home is different from the routine at daddy house, or is different from the routine at daycare. You know, like, she's learning things about herself. And who am I to hinder her learning by telling her, no, 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 no? Who am I? No, all that I can do is teach her my experiences. All I can do is speak life into her and show her the better way to do things. I've been learning about, like, not rushing. I don't have to rush. Time is an illusion. I'm not on anybody's time but God. The more and more you rush things, the more and more you feel like you're not adequate. Like, your mind is rushed. Everything, time becomes warped within your mind. Because spiritually, time doesn't exist. When we go to sleep, I swear, I kid y'all not, I went through like 2 different years of my life seeing visions of myself. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. That's confirmation. Last night, and I woke up, and I promise you, I looked at the clock and only an hour had fucking passed. Bitch, I'm like, I just saw 3 different phases in my life. How was it 1:22 on the clock? How was it that only a fucking hour done passed by? Like, that's because, bitch, time don't matter. That's why they say time flies when you're having fun, bitch, because you're not paying attention to it. You're not focused on it. That's why at work, time goes by super slow, bitch, because you're paying attention to that shit. You know, fighting for love or ardent declarations may hide unfaithfulness. So this, with the destiny card here, this is like fighting with your parents or fighting with your children. Because you're hiding unfaithfulness to yourself and to the journey. Bitch, you fighting against something and is being unfaithful. You fighting against what the fuck you supposed to be doing. You know, you healing your child, or your child, allowing your child to heal you, like I'm allowing Kamaya to do with me. By you fighting that shit, by rebelling and saying no and being upset and being angry, bitch, and not allowing things to just flourish. Bitch, what you're doing is you're hiding the fact that you're unfaithful to this journey. Bitch, that you don't want to be doing this. You know, that you don't care about healing your child, that you don't care about making them better for the universe. Our children are young as fuck. Do we not understand how, if we are so awakened at this point in 2020, where they will be when they're fucking our age? Bitch, my daughter will be a goddess. My daughter will have instilled so much knowledge into herself that she will surpass me. That's what I want. And I think a lot of times we have mothers who resent their child for passing them up spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. You know, like they have money or they have resources, they have jobs or something that they can help you get into, but they won't because they resent the fact that you have surpassed them. That's not what we're doing. You know, when my daughter gets to a position, if she gets married before me, or God forbid, because I'm trying to get married within the next 2-3 years. But, you know, there are certain things where it's kind of like, if she has more knowledge than me, I'm not going to look at her to like, oh, you think you would know it all. I'm be like, no, sis, like, what you got for me? Even now, like, I used to be like, don't touch my cards. Don't mess them up. But now, I let Kamaya do her tarot readings. I let her. Because she'd give me cards and I'll look at it. I'll be like, Kamaya, I saw that in my dream. Like, me and her are working together. You know, like, and I think what a lot of people don't understand is that just because people are our parents in this lifetime, it doesn't mean that, you know, they were our parents in the past lifetime. Me and my mom have so much history, like galactic history. My mom was literally a Lyrian bird alien in the past life, and she had an affair, and she had me outside of her marriage with another man who was a Syrian alien, who is my father, which is why I have galactic roots. I'm a Syrian alien, so was my father. My mom is a Lyrian alien. You know, she came from the animal people. 3-3, thank you, Ascended Masters, which is why 333, her name is Bird in this lifetime. She was a bird alien who cheated on her husband, which is why in my family, we don't have a lot of married women. Our generational curse is third-party situations, dealing with men who have wives, dealing with men who will not commit. You know, that's a curse that has been created within my family. I'm breaking that curse. Period. I'm breaking that curse, you know, and it was a sense of learning that I had to forgive my mother for shit that was not even on this life plane. So there's a lot of things that I resented my mom for in this life that had nothing to do with her. I didn't even realize that I was dealing with shit from past lives. I didn't feel like my mom was worthy, or I didn't look up to her, or I didn't necessarily have compassion for what she was going through or how she raised me. I had no compassion. I had no empathy. Why? Because I wasn't seeing the bigger picture. Things were illuminated. Things were being kept from me. Even my mom with her mom, I'm pretty sure my mom don't know my mom's whole story. Kamaya Sky is going to know my whole story. Show your emotions and regenerate love. Teach your child about what you have been through so that they don't have to go through that shit. You are your child's greatest teacher. Your child is your greatest teacher. Period. I know we didn't do a lot of tarot reading. I know we didn't really pull no cards, but this was a deep-ass channeling message for whoever needed to hear it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I am taking personal readings. You can cash at me at @money_Caprice_Cooks. You can also email me and Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. Y'all, all right, Pisces, I am out of here.